Alrighty, here with White Sox infielder Elvis Andrus. Elvis, you made it to camp signing right here when the full squad started. What's the first couple of days been camp been like for you?
It's been awesome, man. Love to be back here with the boys, and it's been a great 2-3 days. I feel that everybody's kind of getting loose, kind of getting comfortable with the routine. So it's been amazing so far.
You seem like you're having fun out there. Is that regular, or is it a reflection of kind of how you feel about this team and kind of why you wanted to come back here?
No, I'm usually like that, man. I'm always dancing, singing, trying to make everybody to, if I hate people being too quiet. I think you should be, talking and getting to know your teammates and just having fun. So whenever I see somebody who's been too quiet, trying to get on him.
What is this clubhouse like? What kind of appealed, about it last year that you really enjoyed enough to kind of come back for this season?
No, it's an amazing mix. I think we have, a lot of great veterans in the team, but we have a lot of, exciting young players. So I love it. I think from top to bottom, pitching, defensively, offensively, we got everything in the clubhouse to go out there and have a good season. So we're just gonna have fun for sure.
Yeah, I think last year you looked around and said this might be the most talented team that you've ever been a part of. Still the case? Do you still see big things for this team based on kind of how talented the guys in the room are?
Oh, 100%. I love it. That's one of the reasons that I came back. Love the squad, love the coaches. So we just have to stay healthy and just compete. I think if we can do those two things, everything else is going to be okay.
You spent some time, obviously, in the American League facing off against these pitchers. What is it like to kind of be able to have them, on the mound for you instead of trying to get you out this time?
Yeah, man, that's not a good stuff to face. All 4 or 5 guys are, top pitchers in the league. So, yeah, really happy. And, playing defense behind them is a lot easier, too. It's a lot of weak ground balls, But, it's a thrill, coming to the ballpark, knowing that the guy's going to pitch is give you a really high percentage of winning every day. So, as an infielder, that's what you're looking for, and, just trying to complete every play and help him for sure.
You brought up defense and playing the infield. You're moving to the other side of the second base bag now. How do you think that, it's only been a couple of days, but how do you think it's going, and what kind of challenge is it to be able to switch positions at this point?
Yeah, no, so far so good. I'm just, trying to get the most work I can, just repetition for me is the key. So, but I feel comfortable. I think that the last 3 years we've been doing a lot of shift, in the left side. So I was able to play a lot of second base, especially last year. So I think that kind of like easy out that transition for me. But I know that I still gotta keep working hard to make that second base very comfortable for me.
You showed up last year and provided a bit of a spark for a team that was, kind of struggling to get into a rhythm, ended up, not making the playoffs. What did you kind of see at the end of last year? What was going on in that clubhouse that kind of prevented them from reaching the potential that obviously is so high for them?
Yeah, no, probably a few things for sure, but, that's baseball, man. It's sometimes not how much talent you have, it's how you can put it together as a team. So, when I came, I think that was the only thing that I saw. There's a lot of talent here, but, when things were getting tough, like everybody started pulling, their own way instead of get together. So I think that, that's for us the biggest key, as a team, be united in those tough situations that is going to happen during the season. And I feel like we can do that. We're just going to become a better team.
What does leadership mean to a baseball team?
Well, I think it's, everybody needs, leadership. It's not one guy, that's running the show. He has to be. There's a lot. It's like a military chain command. You got your president, and you got your general and colonel. So I feel that I've been in teams where it's like that. It's not only one guy. Everybody's doing their job. Everybody's getting accountable for everyone. It's like, no matter if you got 1 or 2 years and you see somebody doing what we're not supposed to do, calling aside. And I feel that you don't need to have 20 years in the big league to talk to your teammate like, hey, man, come on, we got to play hard. That's not the way we play. That's not an ABC for us. So I feel, that's the most important thing for any team.
Is this team still looking for that leadership? Is that something that comes about in spring training, or do you think you walk in and there's guys here that can do it and you can add to it as well?
No, I think there are guys that are already stepping into that role. For me, it kind of, coming and helping with my experience, I think I can easy out a lot of that stuff, because it's not easy, when you go and hey, now you are a leader, I think that you don't. It's not like, oh, I'm a leader. You have to earn it, and you have to respect each teammate. You have to be there for your teammates. You have to, be an example. So for me, I'd rather do that. I'd rather be that kind of example, be that type of leadership, and when you do that, they're gonna when they see you working hard and you've been playing for for a long time, they're like, well, he's been playing for a long time. Look, how hungry it is. So I feel with example, he's a better leadership for me, and that's the one that I always try to transmit to my teammates.
Speaking of leaders, what about the leader of this team, Pedro Grifol, the new manager? What have you noticed from him in just a few days here at camp?
Yeah, no, so far so good, man. Very good communicating. I think that's always key for any manager. You have to know how to communicate with players. Right now it's easy going spring training, but when the season starts, that's the hardest part. Every player, we all different. And you have to learn how to communicate to each player. We all got different trigger points. So, so far, he's a really easy person to talk, and I feel that's a really good quality for a manager to have. And everybody feel comfortable around him. He's gonna let us play. He's gonna let our talent to go out there. And he only got a few rules, but they're easy rules actually. So so far so good, and we hope we can just make the job for him a lot easier this year.
What are his rules?
Well, he's very, very big on culture, and what that phrase embody. So I think that he's trying to get that Chicago White Sox pride back, and it's huge. I think every successful team does it, and an every daily basis. So I think that is something that the team kind of ran away a little bit last year, and it's really good. Spring training is a great time to start working on that. Getting that pride back. We're here for a reason. We're a really good team, and we're gonna show you. So he's bringing all those thoughts and those mentality to the team early on, and I think that we have to keep working on it, but they're right on point.
You spent the offseason obviously going through free agency, as you said, for the first time in your career, so probably that was taking up some space in your mind, but what'd you do for fun? What did you do to kind of relax throughout the winter?
Oh, I got 3 kids at home, man, and they're 5, 4, and 1, so I don't need no more fun or trying to find fun. I'm a very family guy, and for sure it was a different situation for me going through this right now, but I think that's a great thing about having a family. It was easy for me to relax and just paying attention to my kids and believing that my agent was gonna get me a contract. So I trust my agent. I trust what I did last year. I know what I can bring to a team, and I just trying to put my my energy and my effort in my kids, and let everything else just fall through.
Do the kids like baseball yet?
The oldest one, yes. The older one's like it. He started playing some t-ball before I came here. So, I'm not gonna put pressure. I know how hard this thing is. I just want him to have fun and learn about the game, fall in love with the game, and then when he's around 12, 13, we can start working a little bit.
You've been on good teams before, winning teams before, teams that have gone far. You seem to know what it takes for a team to succeed. Do you think this team, this White Sox team, can do what it takes to succeed coming up this season?
I believe so, man. Like I said, it's very rare to have mix of talent. We have a lot of guys been playing a lot of years, and we have guys that are coming up and with huge amount of talent. So and there's guys in the middle also that they want to prove, they want to prove. So I think that this year is a very key year for, if you see it from every standpoint, having a new manager, guys, they want to improve, guys are going to go free agency. So I think that's always a great mix when you have all those quality things in a clubhouse. So for us, it's just to engage, be united, pulling, the road the same one way, one direction. And if we do that, the talent, you can be blind and listen to names, and you're already wow, they're gonna win. So it's about believe it. I think that is big. I'm a big believer of that. I'm always positive, and I don't really care, the league or the other teams. I only care about our clubhouse and our guys, and just do our best and do everything 100%. And if we do that, we're gonna win. We know that.